my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a mad in league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy. Tell the whole.
But it seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. You go tight. You got tight.
Gun.
A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Go, go.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 99, check 99.
A second down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 22 yards there, a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 53 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
No. Hey, switch gears. Check.
Least line two. Kill.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Get in the weight room. Check. Lucky.
Great. Go. Lion.
Check 25. Check 9.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Let's get there.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Under 10. Under 10.
Gun.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Listen to me. Hey, high 7. Gun.
51.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Here's Wentz to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Run. Hey, Lou.
Check.
On 2nd down, Clement. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Great 57.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Exit.
Trey 15. Trey 15.
36.
Hey, wahoo.
Bring it. Whip.
Let's find 7.
Out.
Other side, solid.
Kill.
82.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Alert flare.
Now Wentz. And a little floater there is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Man 5-7.
Safety's creeping.
Sunday.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
A gain of 15. And
36. Wild Bill. Switch.
Sunday. For Tokyo.
Wentz now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Hey, chill. Check. Fresno.
Lefty.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Safe. Shoot.
On 2nd down, Clement. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
Oh, yeah!
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Give me that ball, defense. Watch twins.
57.
26. Mike 40.
Wentz to throw again. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Check.
Man 5-7.
Mike 36.
Great.
Let's make these babies cry.
Lynn 5-3.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 17-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. No chance.
Down the man inside. Hey, bunch.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch the shot. Alert 3.
Hey, empty. Sunday.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 42 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
36.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 2nd down, Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 52. Black. Hey, Zoo.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's checking, he's checking.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On the ground, it's Clement to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Wentz. Now they set up the screen for Clement. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's find 2.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Not today, you are. Not today.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And that's incomplete.
Cousins pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check 3. Check.
Leave it, 48. Hey, orbit.
42 the mic, boy. 42. 42's the mic. I got you, son. I got you, son. Let's go, Mike.
Hey, yo.
42. Bring it. Bring it. Check 31. Check 31.
Wait, son.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get up.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 76 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Black. Check 13. Gun.
Now Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
I'm on. Big ass.
On third down, Cousins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey. Watch out. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Bravo.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Run. 5-9. Kill.
36 to Mike.
From his end zone, it's Wentz on third and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Jim.
Hey, Lou. Hey, 74. Smooth.
36.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Wentz now on first down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Under 5-7. Porky, 82, Porky. Hey, Charlie.
36 to Mike.
Hey, tighten down.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Solid.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Check 55, Mike.
Ram.
Check 4.
Man 5-7.
You got tight right there. Check 99. Shift. No. Off.
Great 57.
Switch gears. Switch gears. Check. Check.
Lefty, lefty.
Check.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run.
Two.
Mike 42.
Hey, foxtrot.
Check. Mike 42. 3 bucks.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start again.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hatchet. Joker.
Gun.
A 10th carry of the game for Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, Mike 51. Army. Tight dog. Check it back.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And that is incomplete here.
Throw away and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
It's complete to Diggs. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Let's go. Great.
Check safety. Check safety.
They'll begin on the ground with Clement. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 27, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards and an Eagle 1st down.
Go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
81. Hey, empty.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Here's Wentz to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Good route here. Hey, exit.
51's the mic. I'm trying to collect.
Gun.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Target. 51.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, turn it up.
No.
Flare.
Rap.
first and 10. It's Clement. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Here we go. Back.
Mike, 54. Coming to you. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check. Fresno.
Let's find two.
On first down, Clement. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mike, go. Mike, 5-4. Squeeze, double. Check 26.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, Wentz. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On second down now, Clement. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yeah, let's go sandwich. SOS. Spot.
Run.
Spot. No.
To throw is Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. He's going to let... This is caught inside the 15. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Vikings on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And Diggs has it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
At the 19-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Ram.
He's coming. Don't
stand.
He's coming. Double up.
Now Wentz. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Get that ball. Shit.
657.
Slam.
Solid. Hey, kill.
Wentz now to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Man, 5-7. Lefty, lefty.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now Wentz again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain, 41 yards. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
Great.
He goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Anthony Barr gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Check 13. Lynch fly 3. Down and man inside. Down and man.
After the sack on first down, Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's Abdullah. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Bandit. Check hot route. Hot.
Again, it's Abdullah. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 36-yard line. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.